Hello, it's John, K5DVT. I thought I'd give a quick tour of what the Kessler 147315 repeater looks like. And this is its sister repeater, the NWA Link repeater. So let's start at the top. We have an 1 5/8 hard line that goes to a DB 420 antenna up about 150 feet. Don't need much height more than that up here on top of Mount Kessler, but anyway, going to a set of Wacom bandpass band reject cans, a TK850, in this case the 851, and behind this little panel here is a link radio. Let's see if we can find it. Yep, there it is there. Like the way that's mounted, kind of discreet and hidden. And of course this is the controller for this repeater and that. Now this is a completely separate system from mine, but we share the same rack with them. Anyway, here is the Speak the Devil K5DVT/FYV, the 147315 repeater. Here is the PA deck, and this is the main repeater cabinet itself. And these LEDs have a variety of meanings. This one is DTMF. One of these is, I've actually forgotten myself. One of these is link receive, link transmit, main repeater receive, and then repeater transmit, which is in red. And you may have noticed when the plate current meter, that's kind of weird. Just goes to show you how much RF is in the place. I'm not even transmitting. You can see that needle is moving. I can generate a field, but anyway, getting distracted. Anyhow, we can watch the lights come up here, and they'll show us the status of the repeater cabinet. If I can find the sweet spot, there we go. There you can see the main link, the main receiver pop up from Huntsville, and the transmit light K5DVT. We can also go in via the link channel. You can see the different lights come up, K5DVT testing. So there you can see the remote receive for all the remote receivers light came on. The next one is the link transmit light, and then the PTT light. And if I gotta change my position here, I'm hitting some DTMF tones. You can see that other one flashing. That's what that's about. So let's open the drawer. Here you can see what it's mostly about. We have the remote receive link here. We have the UHF link back to Huntsville there, and the main transmitter is at GM here. It's all powered by one of these Meanwell power supplies. I love the Meanwell power supplies. They've done a great job. They have no noise. They've been real reliable. And at $1 an amp, it's hard to beat. You know, a 30 amp power supply like this one, $30. Thank you very much. Anyway, we've obviously paid close attention to the cable management. It doesn't look half bad, really, for just a bunch of zip ties. There's a thermostat there, which, yes, the PA deck is temperature controlled, which the fan is not on right now, but it's probably just about to. Anyway, in the card tray here, if I can get the lid off, this is a RLC1 controller board, and a breakout board down here in the bottom for the different status of the LEDs. But anyway, this card up here at the top, the RLC, will eventually share a voted receiver. We're going to add 2 more remote receivers up here instead of just doing poor man's voting. And in the long run, this will be a fully RF voted site. Nothing wrong with internet voting, but I do like the reliability, and the hardware seems simple. The problem is it's hard to find true voters anymore. A lot of the voters are sort of this archaic equipment or unavailable, unobtainium. So you pretty much have to spin your own board, and that just is taking a little bit of time. If I can get the cabinet closed there. So around back, here you can say that's the back of the top here is the CAT controller. This is the PA deck. It has a optional battery input here. I'm kind of torn whether or not I want to put the amplifier on the backup eventually when we get it up here, or if I just want to have it go into a bypass mode and just run it off the 5-watt exciter. We had this PA deck die once. The fuse blew, and when this repeater was operating on 5 watts, you couldn't really tell a huge difference. I mean, yeah, it was noisier when you were mobile fluttering, but if you're stationary, you really could not tell the difference. So we'll have to see what we want to do there. I'm kind of indifferent, but anyway, we'll leave that for another day. There's some control wires here. I can actually disable the PA deck remotely, so that's kind of cool. Here is the fan for the main heatsink. Spare fuses. Learned that the hard way to keep spare fuses. Some homebrew RF chokes for keeping the noise off the fan. That's worked really, really well. 4 turns. Forget the terminology, but wound in opposite directions of each other on different sides of the Polaroid. And here's the back side. You can see some of the cable management, so we can utilize some of the tray, and everything's kind of nice and neat and in order. Anyway, that is the Mt.Kessler 315 repeater shack. It's been a long time since I think I've made a video showing it off, so here it is. I hope the users kind of enjoy it. This is one of, I think, the more popular machines on my system, even though it's it's not my favorite one to work on. I think the green... Oh, somebody's come up there. Maybe it's time to ID or something. Yeah, it must have been an ID. I couldn't get to it quick enough. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy the tour.